Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jennifer C. at HomeLifeCultureLink.com, Nino Simeka at MortgageGodfather.ca, and Jewelry Forever at JewelryForever.ca. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Look at this milk foam, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. This is a fresh, homemade latte. Hey, Jalon Smith, good morning, welcome. You did make it. And I made this latte. Look at that milk foam. Looks good. I think I'll have a sip. And now I'm awake. And now I'm awake, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, and welcome to episode 115, I believe it is. 115. My co-host is nodding. Yes, that's good. Welcome to episode 115 of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. And I am your host, the one, the only, Scott Dion Brown. Oh, wait. There. Right there. Scott Dion Brown. And I'm joined, as always, by the greatest co-host in all the galaxy, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only,
Regine Alaina. Happy Sunday, everyone. 115 episodes. That's all I gotta say.
Still feels weird.
It does.
Yeah, it still feels weird, Regine. Like, it's so, I don't know. It just feels like not enough time has gone by.
Right?
For that amount of episodes to happen.
It seems, and it's crazy because we both started thinking, oh yeah, I might not be able to commit to every week, and here we are, 115 later.
It's weird. I guess it just shows how you shift. Like, it's weird how, like when we started, oh, can we do it every week? But now it's like I don't like when we don't do it every
it's
week.
Weird.
Like, it's almost like like the priorities have shifted in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's just how it goes. Jalon Smith goes, what are we going to be doing today? That's a good question.
I wonder.
Smith.
What are we doing today, Scott?
What are we doing? Well, Jalon, this episode, this stream is I don't know if you're aware, it's our weekly talk show that we do every Sunday. And really what we're going to be doing is what we're doing right now. We're going to sit and we're going to sip lattes.
I have coffee.
And we're going to have a nice chat. And coffees, exactly. You have coffee this morning?
I do. So 2021, woo, new year, new me. I started drinking green juice. So I have it on the side of my coffee cup. Woo!
Wait, what is green juice?
So literally what it sounds like. It's juice that's green. So there's like apples and hi. I just saw the comment pop up. Like, tell your friend I say hi. Hi. Oh. So it's got celery. It's got apples. It's got kiwis, mango, banana.
Oh, I see. So it's like a smoothie.
It's
but
like
they call it green juice because when you
it's
blend
green.
it up, it always turns green.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Oh yeah, there you go, Jalon Smith. Yeah, she said she saw it and she says hi right back.
Yes.
How was your week, Regine?
Good. Sorry, I have the show playing on the TV in front of me, and it's so distracting seeing people's comments pop up. My week was good. I'm getting ready to launch the pageant sit down, so just keeping busy with that. And yeah, that's my week. How was yours?
It was good. I was actually, you know what I had to do yesterday? I had to do a self-tape audition.
Ooh.
I can't say what it's for, but it was they wanted somebody who's like athletic, like with
Then
athletic
why did you
abilities.
apply?
Well, here's the thing. Okay,
Why?
I'm actually like I'm a pretty athletic guy. I am. I play sports, you know. I can move around, you know.
You can
I
dance.
like movement, but I could sure. I'm a
You can line
I'm a
dance.
fantastic dancer. Exactly. Line dance and lion dance. Exactly. But you know, like pandemic lockdown Scott is not as athletic as like pre-pandemic Scott. So like and they wanted me to go out, like they basically needed me to go outside and film me doing a bunch of things athletically. And for starters, yesterday was super cold. It was like -10. And my camera actually like froze. It like got so cold it just shut off.
Oh my gosh.
So then I had to go and I ended up filming in the parking garage in my building and running around. Anyway, by the end of it, I was like really, really tired, like exhausted.
You sure you're
I'm
still
like-
athletic, Scott?
Well, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out if I get the part. But anyway, it was a pretty funny thing to do, running around in my parking garage. I was worried that people are gonna like think I was I don't know,
Crazy.
up to. Yeah, exactly. It's weird. Jalen Smith says you and I were both in a dream he had last night.
Oh.
I mean, no, sorry, not Jalen Smith. Do you are have stupid said that? Sorry. Hi, do you are have stupid.
Was he
by
a
the way.
guest on the show?
Yeah.
What
Tell us
kind
about
of
the dream. What happened in
dream?
the dream? Oh, my camera is delayed. Probably the audio is off a little bit.
It happens.
I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can really tweak it right now, but thanks for letting me know. Jalen Smith, can you play tennis, lol? I used to play tennis. I can't really play right now, but yes.
We should
I used to play tennis.
we should ask our guests if they play sports. If they're athletic.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let's bring our guest
Maybe
in
our
here.
guest was in his dream too.
Hey, we'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, Mike Brown, my dad is here. Good morning, Dad.
Hello,
Good
Mr.
morning.
Brown.
Welcome to the show. We were just about to introduce our guest. All right, so our guest today, ladies and gentlemen, is an actress.
An award-winning
Uh,
actress. Get it right.
An award-winning actress.
Yeah.
Originally from Ukraine.
Mhm.
She then moved to Canada when she was 9 years old, and is now based in New York City, where she is studying the dramatic arts.
Following her dreams.
Following her dreams, exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm sit-down welcome to Valentyna Sichko.
Yay!
Hello.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the sit down.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited to just chat and just connect with everyone. How are you guys?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
Now that I've got my coffee, I'm starting to wake up, which is good. And,
I got my tea, so we're good. We're
There
good
you
here.
go.
Yes.
Excellent. What kind of tea are you drinking?
Black with lemon and honey.
Ooh.
So
Ah.
we're going on the healthy path as well here.
2021.
Sounds good.
New
Yes.
year, new
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in fact, I was always drinking tea. In fact, I only started drinking coffee again recently
His
when I got an espresso
his
machine.
2021 kick was coffee.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I do drink coffee as well, but I cannot find filter in New York. Like, I'm telling you, I've been to like 5 stores around here and they're sold out. That's insane.
Can you
New
Amazon
Yorkers
it?
drink coffee. That's what I found out.
That's fair. Can you Amazon
I've
it?
heard-
That's so true. Yeah, but I thought I could have some coffee yesterday.
Mm.
I know.
You're like, I
So-
want it now.
I
Instant
want it now.
gratification. Got it.
Exactly. It's a busy city, so even like at like 5 p.m. I'm like, I need it. So yeah.
So you relocated to New York fairly recently, I guess?
Yes.
Or-
Since last week, so Saturday, I moved.
Oh.
so like
It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week and a day. So yes.
Wow. So, yeah. So what was it like I mean, obviously things were, we're right in the middle of the pandemic and everything. What was it like traveling, I guess, across borders and making your way all the way there?
So I actually moved here September. Now, what happened is because back in September it was pretty bad. So I moved September 1st. I stayed there for a week, and then I had to go back because my school was all online, but obviously I paid to study in person. So now that I come back in January, they're actually doing 3 in person and 2 online, which is way better. It's honestly, airports are so busy. I'm shocked.
What?
Yeah, especially January, maybe because warmer countries are open, but it's pretty crazy. I came in the airport with my luggages and I see like people just like anyways, but US border is kind of busy, but kind of less people, and it's not bad. They give you sanitizers and stuff so you feel safe on the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it honestly doesn't feel for me like pandemic, to be honest.
Wait,
so
you were there for a week, so you guys don't have to quarantine?
yeah, so they changed it up now. I think from the 25th you have to quarantine. They've been texting me saying, if you get out of here, you're gonna get a fine. So I'm like, okay. But
no more
back
coffee
then,
filters for you.
yes. So yeah, but back then I guess they didn't care, and plus I was going back home, so I had the right to, right? So yeah, but it's pretty cool. It doesn't feel like it for me.
That's interesting. And I guess you left at a good time, Sir Scott, because they were saying now that I think Trudeau is looking at doing an international ban for flights. So you left at a good time.
Yes, I am really lucky, but I don't know if I'm going to come back to see my family PS banding, but it's okay. There's the Zoom stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's all. I was seeing, even just over the holidays, I was just seeing family and stuff over Zoom, so that's definitely a possibility. So you're doing, you said 3 days in person and 2 days online now,
yes.
The way you're studying there?
Yes, so I'm actually starting 25th. The first day we're doing like an online, just an introduction. I'm giving them a monologue performance, and and I would have to get COVID test every 2 weeks. Now, I have test, especially as an act, November and October. So I started to book things like small roles, background. It's a mix. So I was busy, and they I'm not even kidding. I had to get 10 COVID tests
in 2 months.
In 2 months, or less than 2 months, but it was crazy. So. And now I have to get more. I'm kind of used to it. So
does it hurt? I've never had it done.
You know what? I've noticed the hospital people, like, they do a very, like, I don't know, very bad. But I guess
they do it all day, so they're like,
and they just like, like, but yeah, hospitals, they have to do it professionally, but I guess like on set they don't care. They're just so I mean I'm used to it. I actually had to get one here, and thank goodness I didn't have to pay $200. I was just looking at that contract. I was like, oh, they're like, don't worry about it. I was like, okay.
Oh, the $200 would have been the cost for the test usually, or
state apparently has like a different price. So I'm with roommates, and one of my roommates had to get an $85 in Colorado, like a COVID test. So it's insane.
Huh.
Do you miss Canada now?
Yes, I do miss it. But I think, honestly, I have an American heart. I've always traveled since I was 12 alone, either to my brother, he lives in Chicago, or just to my friends. It's honestly like, I have an American heart. Yeah.
So you're feeling at home there now that you're.
I do feel like I'm at home, and especially New York. I feel like this is my place. I love the the rush. It gives me adrenaline. I can't even say that.
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline. Yes.
Don't worry, I'm the same with words too.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I guess you would have to pay for the test because I remember here, like I've had to get tested. How many times now? Two or three. And again, it was each time just for if I'm going to be on set. But there was never a cost associated with it. I just roll up to wherever the testing place was, wait in line, and they just. So.
I mean,
see, I don't leave the house, so I got to avoid that.
Yeah.
No, like when I see
it's
people
a weird feeling. It's
do it on you.
Yeah, it's how do I describe it? It doesn't hurt.
They say it's like
just
getting
kind of,
water up your nose, and that's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad description. I mean, you know what it is? It's got a feeling of like it's not comfortable because basically, well, I don't know if it was how they did it for you, Valentina, but like for me, they kind of they put it up. It's like a long Q-tip, and then it goes
You're really
in like
gonna describe
further
it?
than yeah, but it goes further than you would be comfortable putting it.
Yeah.
Like a little bit. So it's like if you were like trying to like clean your ear or something, or clean your nose or something, it would go. They push it further than you would probably go if you're doing it yourself. But yeah. It's like I gotta clean my ears. It's all connected.
Basically,
you know?
yes.
Clean it all up.
Oh, gross.
But yeah, so they go in like a little further than you'd be comfortable, and then the weird part is then they like twist it. So like they put it in there like give it a little spin. So you just feel this little, and then the guy said to me as he was doing it, he was like, "Just stay still. I have to do it for 5 seconds." He goes, "If you move, I might have to do it again. So just stay still." And then so.
You did it for 5 only.
Yeah. Oh, how long did they do it for you?
For
Did it
10.
longer? Oh, really?
They charge her.
Yeah.
That's why they do it longer.
So they give
Well,
you
they
the
didn't charge
premium
me
amount of time.
because
okay.
Well, they said I'm a student and I'm Canadian. I don't know, they're
I
nice.
see.
Americans are nice.
Okay, good.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they twist it around. So I guess 10 seconds in Valentina's case. And did he count out loud for you when he did it?
Oh, they were just like, this lady was just trying to distract me. She's like, "Hey, look here. Today is a
Five.
Yeah, I was like, you don't have to do that. Just you don't have to do that. But yeah.
That's more
They
distracting.
had like a stuffed, they had like a stuffed animal. They're like, "Look here, beep 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 beep."
Yeah, it's like giving a kid like a shy.
Do you want a lollipop? Ash?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. I feel like I think out of the three of us, Valentina has the cleanest nose. I'll put it out there. But
Yeah, it sounds that way. Sounds that way.
2021,
Yeah, it's a weird
guys. Cleanest nose.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I'm
I
just
guess-
glad that I haven't had to do it. Knock on wood.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you get used to it. Honestly, it's not the end of the world. And the thing is, I do like the peace of mind that you have afterwards, which is good. You know.
the cleanness of your nose after.
Yeah, the nice clean.
Ew!
My
What
nasal
if you
cavity
had
just
like
all-
what if you had like a booger and it like came out as
That's embarrassing. I would
Well-
cry. I would
Yeah.
cry.
Well, that's part of the advantage of getting it. You get in there and they
Ew!
clean
The
you out.
doctor signed up.
So embarrassing.
I mean, I think they're trying to get. They're basically trying to get some stuff, right? Because they're trying to get. They want the mucus or whatever, right?
There you
This is
go.
a good
That's
good
true.
Sunday morning chat.
I hope you guys aren't eating brunch or something.
Oh, I would feel bad. But yeah,
I don't. I said it too.
love that. I love that.
But so you're gonna have to get tested. So they're making you get tested every time you.
Go to school.
Sorry?
Yeah, so every 2 weeks. Yeah. So I don't know how it works, but I guess to keep the environment safe in the school. But we will still social distance. We will still. So.
Yeah.
Do you wear masks?
So do they?
Sorry.
Yeah. Yes. We do wear masks. Even when you get out of New York, people wear masks outside because the person, like, literally like this too, it hasn't changed. It's not as busy as like before, but it's really busy, like outside. It's crazy.
It looked empty
Makes
for
sense.
New Year's Eve during the special.
It did. It did. But no, it's bad.
It did just for the TV.
Well, I guess it's like in areas where they're obviously like planning events and stuff, they're probably enforcing it, right? But I guess it's just tough on like a busy city street, right? Like when everybody's sort of walking around.
I mean,
so
it's really busy. People are hustling since. Oh, I have a story. I love to sleep in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that person who sleeps in, loves to, but not in New York. I feel like I didn't get any sleep since I got here.
Oh, wow.
I ordered stuff in for my room. So I would have people knocking at 7 in the morning, like so loud, like your mail. And I was like, no, I just want to sleep. But yeah.
Just leave it at the door.
Yeah, no, they're like.
wait, the mail comes at 7 in the morning? Is that normal? Does that always
Yeah, it's
Welcome to New York.
7, 8. I have
Oh.
one of my roommates, she's been living here for 12 years and she's been waking up really early. And right now I hear sirens 24/7 and music. So yeah, I feel like I'm getting used to it now, waking up in the morning. I like it. It's a like a, how do you say that feeling, that like hustle feeling? So
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. There, the times like I also like to sleep in, but the times when I do like get up early and then like, you know, sort of get working right away, there is always that feeling of like, yeah, I'm on.
You
this.
feel
Yeah.
productive.
I'm getting everything done.
yes.
Oh, speaking of productive, sorry, Scott, how close are you to finishing your short film? Because you know you got a week left, right?
Yeah, it's coming along.
Okay.
It's coming along pretty good. I think I can get it done.
You said that you would have it. Sorry, Valentyna. So
No,
a few weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago, Scott said on air that he'll have his short film done, which he's been working on for 2 years now, by the end of January. You got a week left, sir.
It's I'm on. What I'll say is that I'm definitely on good pace to make it because I worked over this past week. I worked on the final visual effect shot that was left to do. Like there's like 4 or so shots where there was a lot of kind of tweaking I had to do to make it look right. Usually like stuff with guns going off and things.
Ooh.
And I had one more to do, and I've gotten it to a place now. Like the thing about it, the thing that I think might take a little bit longer will be when the movie itself is done and it's in order and everything's in sequence. But then like I might want to spend some time tweaking things, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with kind of, you know, the same way I like mix a song. Like I'll mix it and then I might just live with it for a few weeks, you know, where I kind of just listen to it in different speakers and stuff. So I kind of am going to do that. So, but I figure if I can get the movie to a point where everything is in place, all the scenes are cut, the runtime is where I want it, and it's kind of there by the end of this month, I think that's a really good spot, because then I can continue to tweak things up until I send it off to the first festival I want to send it to. So to answer your question, yeah, I think we're on pace. We're on track, Regine. I think we're going to make it.
I actually have a question for you, Scott. So do you have any actors? And if you do, how is it working with you during the crazy, like the pandemic and the lockdown in Toronto, I'm sure, or Canada? I'm sure it's
Toronto,
yeah. Well, working on the pandemic. I mean, so this film that I'm working on now, like we filmed it way before the pandemic.
He filmed it way
it
before
wasn't
the
really
show
affected.
started.
Wow.
That's true. That's the thing. We filmed it so long ago, and it kept getting put off.
One of the
and then
actors
stuff
forgot
would get
she
in the
did
way. Yeah, it was so long ago. I know. That's the thing. But I have had to work on a few film sets during the pandemic, and it's interesting, you know, because in Canada in some ways the film industry has benefited from the pandemic in the sense that everything shut down initially, but then a bunch of film companies were able to put regulations in place and get approval from insurance companies to reopen. And there was also a period where, because the numbers were so much lower in Canada than in the US, a lot of productions that were shutting down in the US were suddenly relocating to Canada.
Like Kevin Hart being in
Yeah.
Milton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
many.
Yeah, and so I remember when I was on set, several of the actors I was talking about who were actors who would. There are a lot of actors who split their time between, especially if they're maybe going for pilot season or whatever. They'll like work in Toronto and Vancouver for a while, and then they have a plan where they go down and they spend their time in LA, and they kind of go between the two. And then there are some that are more and they might live maybe mainly in LA or mainly wherever, right? But I know a lot of the actors I was talking to were thinking about sort of, at least for the next while, kind of permanently putting themselves in Toronto or in Vancouver, just for that reason, because there were so many productions that were moving north. Yeah, and I've worked me personally, I've worked on a few sets. I was really happy how they were handling it. Every set I've been on, they have social distancing in order. They require tests for everybody. So I remember the first day I was on a set, it was like the first time I had been around other people in like months and months, because everywhere else you go, you can't. And because everybody was tested there, you still had to wear a mask, but because I knew that they had kind of built a bubble wherein like every actor that I'm sitting in this room with has been tested in order to come here, right? And every person who's on set. And then they also had like, I know the crew were tiered in like, so if you were like group A, you're somebody who's like allowed to be in close proximity to the actors. So like maybe makeup artists, hair people, maybe the director. And then you're allowed to be within a certain range of the actors. And then if you're a group B, you have to be like however many yards away or wherever, however they did it. And then it's group C, it's like you're not even allowed to be there when other people are there. So like you only work on stuff when everyone clears. So because of that, I remember like sitting in this room with these people, and I was actually able to speak to them, and we were eating, and I was just like, wow, I haven't had a real social interaction with people in months. It was so. And then even like when I was getting my hair and makeup done, and this makeup artist is like fixing my hair, right? And I was like, this feels weird. I'm like, you're the first human being to like physically come in contact with me in months.
Did you feel like Bernie Sanders? Were you like?
Yeah, sitting there with my mitts. Yeah, exactly. So it was so anyway, overall it's been positive, because I will say they've done a good job, and I think most film sets now have, in order to get insurance and stuff, they've had to figure it out. But so what I will say is they've done a good job of sort of finding out what they need to do to make people feel safe, and yeah. So overall, it's been fine. It's been good. What's your experience like? Have you had to be on any sets? I guess you have been,
yeah,
right, during all this?
It's funny that you're saying that Kevin Hart was filming there. So I used to go. I used to do boxing for 2 years, and
Wow.
my studio guest Kevin Hart was filming there. So they had to like lock down our like sessions and stuff, which that was so cool. But
Did you see him?
no, I didn't, because But I did see Bradley Cooper and I'm really bad at names. He won an Oscar. He's director for Shape of Water. I forgot his name.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I can't remember. Shape of Water.
The director? I forgot his name.
Somebody Google it.
Let's see.
It's
He has a very
yeah.
Okay, wait, I got it. I think it's.
Okay, you're looking it up.
It's. Let me see. Direct. Okay.
Anyone
Okay,
watching,
good, she's looking it up.
put it in the live chat if you know.
I got it.
Okay.
Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo.
There it is.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro. Yes.
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 I was an extra, obviously, but that was the coolest experience I've ever had. It's obviously a Hollywood film, and I was just the way they set up everything and how they worked with COVID was like amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I was far away from Bradley Cooper, which was sad, but I was just like, whoa. Anyways.
Well, Valentyna, I know you sent us the message and you gave us a list of people or actors that you've been in contact with.
Oh, yes.
Who would you say is like the biggest star that you've ever met, and your top 5.
Ooh. So, I met do you guys know the Rocky, the movie, Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah.
I did talk to him. Yes, so it was an event.
Wow.
And then I got to talk to him. I was so lucky. One of the security guards loved me. She's like, come here. Because I was alone since 5 in the morning. I was like waiting till like 5 to 10 p.m. 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah, just to like meet him. So not a lot of people got to meet him.
Dedication.
Yeah, no, when I really want, I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I met oh man, my memory's so bad this morning.
It's okay.
What's his name?
I just put you on the spot. Sorry.
No worries. He's a Hollywood star. Now we're gonna do a guessing game. Let me see his name.
Well, you've seen Bradley Cooper. You've seen
Sylvester Stallone. I've seen The Rock. He was guarded by security guards. He was so tall.
Wait, how does The Rock have security guards? Like
security guards, and they're like shorter than him. It's funny because he's so tall.
They're security guards.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. It's like, who's gonna mess with that situation? It's like if you manage to get through these like strong security guards,
still have
okay,
to
great.
get
It's like
through The Rock.
now you have to fight The Rock. It's like fighting like. It's like a video game, like you fight his henchman, and then the boss is like the big boss, and it's like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm just gonna turn around, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Jason Statham, that's the guy. That's my favorite guy.
Oh, Statham. Yeah.
So, I was nominated for an award in LA, a Young Artist Awards, and it was before pandemic, and I was lucky. It was the first day they had a premiere. Shaw and Hobbs. Yes.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
Love
I
that
call
movie.
it Fast and Furious 9. So it's like standing there, and people were crowded, and I was like, is there gonna be like famous people? And people were like, I don't know, but they haven't walked. So I waited 2 hours in the hot sun. My phone was dying, and I am so lucky that there's good people out there. This guy he gave me his power bank, and people were they helped me to get to the front. And then I see Jason Statham. I'm used to it because
I think it's Statham. Jason Statham.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah.
So my parents,
Jason.
yes, my parents love him, and I was like, that would be so cool if I get a photo of him. And he's just like, he was walking, and he stood right in front of me to get photos for like a red carpet. And you can actually see on my Instagram, I am screaming on top of my lungs, like, please, one photo. I was like, anyways, I thought I was gonna faint, but he turns around, he's like, 1 second. I was like, okay, I'm still gonna yell. And then he turns around, he's like, it's your turn now. And then he was just like, it was the best moment.
Oh my God, I'm jealous.
He tapped my hand, he's like have fun or whatever. I was just like,
okay, so let's just put this out there. You've seen Hobbs and Shaw, okay? Like,
yes.
What the hell?
Yes. Yeah, it's sad that I couldn't take a photo with The Rock, which he's the legend.
Yeah, he's Maui.
Yes.
Well, they say he's
everything.
I think they say The Rock is like, I think he's number 1 for the most like recognizable person
Well,
Yeah.
on Earth or something.
I mean,
Yeah.
if his security is smaller than him, there's like a head floating above a crowd of people. Yeah, I'm sure he's recognizable.
Everybody knows The Rock all around the
Who
world.
does it?
And apparently they do say he's a nice guy. Like everything I've heard about him is
Yeah,
that he's,
I've heard that too.
My favorite is watching his Instagram and seeing him sing along to Maui, and he asked his daughter, "So is Daddy Maui?" And she's like, "No."
So funny.
So
That's
cute. I'm jealous.
I mean, you know what I've noticed? I've been doing that, meeting celebrities. back in the day when Jacob Sartorius was a thing, and Jake Paul, and it's just I put like I have a mindset like I'm gonna do it. One day I'm gonna meet them. I'm gonna like. So it's just like the positive mindset. And a lot of people ask me like, how do you meet so many people?
You just manifest it. You're like, I'm going to meet this. Who's next on your list? Sorry.
Good question. I had people in mind. I wanted to meet, she's my favorite actress. I'm bad with names today.
It's okay. It's Sunday morning.
She's She won 6 Oscars. She's one of the best actresses.
There's a lot of
Meryl
Streep. That's it. That's like one of my goals. I love her so much. I would love to meet her. Just like anybody that I see.
I mean, she's probably watching the show. So now that you said it, she
hi. Yeah,
so,
I love her. I love her.
Yeah, she loves the show. She's always doing.
And have some
putting it up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was like.
Hey, Nightwalker. Good morning. Good morning, Nightwalker.
But it's okay. I totally get your vibe on like you want to meet these celebrities and you just do anything that you can do. Like the only celebrity, like mainstream celebrity that I've encountered like that was Shania Twain. Did I tell you this story, Scott?
I think you did, but I don't think you told it on the air.
So,
tell the people.
A few years ago, obviously before this pandemic, Shania Twain had a concert in Toronto, and it was Thanksgiving weekend. So obviously I went. Greatest concert of my life. I was at the ACC. They're like, okay, or Air Canada Center, and the section that we were in, because she was there for 2 days, they're like, oh, you guys can upgrade to a lower section. So we're like, well, let's go. And then the next day was Thanksgiving, and my aunt and her family, they have season tickets for the Raptors game. So she's like, oh, do you guys want to go? So we went, and they were leaving early, and she's like, oh yeah, you can switch seats with us, we're leaving. And I was like, okay. And season ticket holders, so they got good seats. And I used to actually work at the Air Canada Center, so colleagues are like, oh yeah, Shania is here, but I wasn't reading it properly. They're like, Shania is in your section, but I read it as you're in the same section as Shania from yesterday. So I was like, what are they talking about? Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm in the same section as yesterday. And I looked down, and at that time she had like the blonde hair, and her husband has this super curly hair, and I saw it, and I was like, they're literally like 4 rows down, and I was like, ooh, do I pull a stalker move and like run there and ask for a photo, or do I just watch from a distance? And I was with my brothers and one of my friends at the time, and they're like, just go. And I'm like, no, like, just go. When are you ever gonna see her again? So mind you, I went to her concert the following year, but I was like, okay, yeah, sure, when am I ever gonna see her again? And it was during a break, so people were clearing their seats. They didn't realize she was right in front of them. I run down, and I was like trying to get her attention without seeming like a creeper fan. Yeah. And her husband saw me and saw that I was just staring at her. So then he's like, hey, Simone, whatever. So then it's loud. So, and I didn't want to be obvious. So I was like, hey, I was at your concert yesterday. Like, I'm a huge fan. Can I have a picture with you? And she's like, yeah, without making it so awkward. But my hand, being as shaky as it is, the photo that I have is a little blurred, but you can tell it's Shania.
That's all that matters.
But I was like, can I have a selfie? Yeah.
I love that.
It's my favorite picture.
Do you guys have any like celebrity crushes?
Oh my god. Yes. If you check my YouTube, people know that I am obsessed with Jennifer Lopez. Like, I'm gonna manifest that I'm gonna meet her one day. I have the biggest crush on Jennifer Lopez.
I don't know if I have celebrity crushes. You know, the thing is, I'm not very good at, like, not good at. I don't have a, like, I like the idea of meeting celebrities, but at the same time,
like, if you could date any celebrity, you don't know who you'd pick. I'm just like Jennifer Lopez.
I mean, no, you know what the thing is. I don't. the fact that somebody's a celebrity, it doesn't like make them like more or less attractive.
You're so boring.
Yeah, but no, so it's like, yeah, like I find myself, if I'm watching a show, right, and like one of the actresses is like really pretty, right? Like I'll be like, oh.
See, you know what we need to do with you?
Yeah.
You know that on the Ellen show, like that segment where she does, where like who would you date, and she has like 2 different celebrities, and then you kind of like filter it out. We need to do that with Scott.
Yeah, I guess. But my point is, their attractiveness to me, or lack of attractiveness to me, it's not.
Are they attracted to you? Is that what you're trying to say? Or...
No. What I'm saying is like their celebrity status doesn't add extra. You know, so it's like if I saw that person on the street, I would be like, oh yeah, that's an attractive person. Yes, but somebody. Or like if I saw somebody on the street and then I thought, oh, that's an attractive person. Sorry, if I saw someone on the street and I'm like, oh, I'm not attracted to that person.
You're
and then I
so
found out that they were like a
annoying.
super famous. I found out they're a super famous actress. That doesn't be like, oh, well, I want to date them now.
Like
You know what I mean?
she just said celebrity crush, not would you marry them?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So I mean, I'm trying
You're
to think.
so
like,
annoying. You're stressing me out.
I'm trying to think who's my. I don't know.
Okay, think
I
about
have to
it.
think
But
about
like
it.
here,
I'm not
this
sure.
is here.
But you know, here's the other thing. Is I'm very I'm really not that
Celebrity stress.
I have this weird
You're
thing.
annoying.
No, it's not even that. It's that the celebrities that I hold like really that I don't know if idolize is the right word, but the celebrities that I look up to,
We're all musicians.
I don't really know. It's not even that. It's that I don't even think I want to meet them.
Okay, so
in
if
that-
someone were to be like, Scott, you can meet the band Rush, you're gonna be like, I don't want to meet them.
Yeah, kind of not. Yeah, because so here's the problem is like here's the thing. My ideal situation, right, is like if I got to meet Rush,
Yeah.
I would want to meet them after I've gotten like
Hammered?
success.
Oh.
No, not well. That might be worse. But no, like for me, it would be more something like I would want to meet them on the level of like
Same level.
I've had some success as an actor
You're
now,
so
kind of
lame.
like so I can kind of talk to them as like a colleague.
Lame, because you're gonna meet them and you're gonna fangirl and you're gonna be like, oh my god, oh my god,
Yeah,
oh my god.
but that's the thing, because so here's the thing: the idea
Successful or
of meeting
not.
them and being like, no, but the idea of meeting them and being like, hi, I really.
So basically,
I like
what I
your
did
work.
at Shania.
Yeah, but see, I kind of have this anxiety thing where it's like, what, like, I in my mind, I'd be like, I would feel like I want to say something that they haven't heard so often, and I'm like, but because I don't really have anything to say, I just feel like I would meet them and they would think I was weird or something, and then I just don't. So I would rather just like not even.
It's okay.
I don't feel the need to like.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Yeah.
I don't follow politics, and everybody knows that. But I purposefully woke up early for inauguration because J-Lo was singing.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the thing. Like, so I'm fans. Like, so for example, like Rush, they're my favorite band. You know, Neil Peart, rest in peace. Right. But like, I went to every single concert that they had from the entire time when I became a fan of theirs up until to the very end of their tour. And I would go to every one. I drove out to Hamilton one time to see them. And I would have, you know, if they were still touring, I would be there every time. Those are like, they are the guys who I will always shell out the money for their
But you
tickets,
wouldn't want to
always.
meet them until you're successful.
Yeah,
But
because
can't you
I don't,
just
what
be
am I
like,
gonna
see,
say?
I am successful now at this moment, because you can't go back in time and you can't go into the future. So technically, at that moment, you are the most successful that you could ever be. So technically,
Yeah, but the other problem with it as well is,
Just
you know, they
saying.
always say there's that saying like don't meet your heroes, because there is that other part of it that it's like
I met Shania
there is also the possibility. Sure, but there is also the possibility that you'll like meet them and they're just not that nice of a person.
yeah.
And I also wouldn't like that. And I was like I just feel like there's not really much I could personally get from the interaction of just like, hi, I like what you do.
Oh my god, I
Thank
would
you.
like die. If I was Valentyna and saw The Rock, I'd be like, "Phew, my life has been made. Like, call it a day. We're good here.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like it would be fine. But you know what it is that I don't have any interest in just being
You're so boring.
another one of those interactions that they have, like.
Dude, I get
a
so
million times a
starstruck
day.
at Disneyland, okay?
I love
It's
that.
embarrassing, but I do, okay? My mom is watching. She can attest to this. When we went to Disneyland, and I was 21. Embarrassing. During the parade, you see all these Disney characters, and I'm just freaking out, and my younger siblings and cousins are looking at me like I'm crazy.
Love it.
Well, I mean, they're the big.
It's
they're
like I
the
saw The
big
Rock,
names.
but it wasn't. It was just a pretend Maui. No, I'm just kidding.
But like, what if you had like a chance to talk to that person for half an hour?
Ooh.
That would change things.
I kind of. Yeah, that might change things. I mean. Yeah, I mean, so here's like a couple times, either on set, like I've gotten you meet some actors of various levels of fame, or like there's a couple times where I've worked at TIFF, the Toronto International Film Festival, a couple times. I've worked for a company there in an office, and I remember a couple times my job was to sometimes I either have to drop off some things for various actors, or there have been times where I've had to escort them from one place to
And
another.
you didn't
or like,
freak out?
Yeah, well, I mean, in those cases though, like the thing is, like none of the ones that I met
You're so
are ones that I was like struck by, right? But at the same time, those interactions where I just, I have to bring them from this place to this place, and we're just walking down the street and I'm just chatting with them. That's fun, because then you just meet them and you're like, oh, I'm speaking to this person as a human being, and we're just having a conversation. I'm good with those. But just sort of this, like, basically it's like this. Every time that there's a contest or something where it's like, oh, enter for this draw, for this chance to meet, da-da-da-da. Every time I see those contests, I'm like, I'm good. I actually don't need to enter.
I'm gonna tag Scott as my entry. Scott.
I don't know. For me, it just doesn't do anything for me. Like,
what if it was Luke Skywalker? I don't know the actor's name, but what if it was
Mark Hamill?
Yeah, what if it was him?
I mean, again, it's the same thing. Like I said, if it's just like a photo thing, like
you don't want a
that's cool.
picture with Luke Skywalker.
No, that's fine. Like, but I'm saying, like, that type of thing, like.
You call
go up
yourself
and then,
a Star Wars fan, but you won't want a picture.
No, like, I could be fine with that. Like, for example, if it was a set circumstance where, like, okay, he's doing photos with people and you just walk up and you pose for the photo, that's fine. But it would be weirder for me to actually go up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it would be weird for me to. It's unlikely you'd find me actually instigating that thing. Like, if I just see them somewhere, just because I'm not.
Just be grateful that you're not walking with me, because I'd be like, Scott, push you into them.
Yeah, I know.
That's
so I don't know. I guess I'm weird. I'm just weird. That's it. I'm just weird. But
Valentyna would take you with her, and she'd scream for their attention to get you that photo.
It depends on celebrity level.
If it was
like,
Luke Skywalker, what would you do?
I would scream, like, I would say,
Scott, use the Force! Get a picture with him!
I mean, Mark Hamill, everything I've seen about him, he does seem like a really nice person, so it would be actually kind of cool to meet him, but again, it depends on the circumstance. Yeah.
I would still push you into him, be like, get a picture. Maybe not physically push you into him, because he's old.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy, though. We should do the ads.
What time is it? Oh my god, we should.
Yeah, we should do the ads. Okay, so we're going to quickly do the ads, and then we're going to come back with more with Valentyna Sichko. Regine, this episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown was brought to you by some very important people, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
And they are, of course, our advertisers. Hey, Regine.
Yes, Scott.
Do you want to find out what your home is really worth?
Maybe.
Are you buying, selling, investing, or renting a home?
Perhaps.
Well, if that's the case, then Jennifer C., realtor at Home Life Culture Link, is here to help. Call or text Jennifer today at 647-403-8887. Don't deal with just anyone. Speak to a professional. Jennifer C. at Home Life Culture Link. To see her current listings, visit homelifeculturelink.com. The Mortgage Godfather is here to give you advice with any mortgage needs you may have, and he will shop to find you the best mortgage. Nino Simeka, mortgage agent. He'll give you an offer you can't refuse. Find out more at mortgagegodfather.ca or call 905-604-6955. And it was brought to you by Jewelry Forever, conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and change watch batteries, all done on site. And we have an amazing deal worked out with them, don't we, Regine?
We do. If you guys let them know that Scott and Regine sent you after lockdown is done, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase.
That's right. Tell them Scott and Regine sent you, mention the show, get 15% off. Now, they are probably locked down at the moment because of the lockdown. But in the meantime, check out jewelryforever.ca and find out more. And then when the place opens up, you get on over there and get yourself something gorgeous.
They
Jerry
have
over at Jewelry Forever. Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
They do continue to have their social media contests, so make sure you check them out online on Instagram and Facebook. Sorry.
There you go. Yeah, Jewelry Forever, they're very active on Instagram, so you can find them on there as well. Wonderful. Jewelry Forever. Find out more, jewelryforever.ca. And it was brought to you by Deliciousness Treats.
Yes. Got your own hot chocolate bombs, dipped Oreos, smash cakes, and Rose Krispies. There's also juice bombs available. This weekend, actually, there is a flash sale for their looking like a snack pack. For only $10, you get dipped Oreos, dipped pretzel knots, and Rose Crispy treats. Check us out on Instagram, deliciousness_treats, and on Facebook, Deliciousness Treats.
Get in there. Those stuff, everybody. Delicious treats, amazing goodies. I can personally vouch for them because
Me too.
I've enjoyed them, and I had a lot of those chocolate bombs over the holidays. So check it out, Deliciousness Treats, ladies and gentlemen. Sweet treats in a mug. If you would like to advertise on the show, it's very easy, right, Regine?
It's simple. All you guys have to do is email us at radioshowad. That's radioshowad@gmail.com.
That's right. We do this show live, ladies and gentlemen, which means the ads are live, which means you can do your advertisements live as well and update your audience in real time. Do you have an event or a sale or something specific happening at a particular time and place? You let us know. We update your audience in real time. And it's just a great way to build a brand new relationship with a potential new client base. Get in touch, radioshowad@gmail.com. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with Valentyna Sichko. Am I saying your name right?
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
every
good.
time you say it, I'm like, whoa. You're saying it right.
Nice. That's good. I try my best. Valentyna, I understand that as well as acting, you are also a musician.
Yes.
And I believe you've been working on some new music, right? And a music video, I believe.
Yes. Working with an amazing producer, Roy Hamilton. He's worked with not sure, like I think Britney Spears. I don't want to say for sure.
Wow.
Britney Spears, Michael Jackson, like back in the days. So he knows this industry really well, and he's been helping me out so much. He's amazing. Shout out to him. And so I have 3 songs done now. The 2 songs I will be releasing probably later in a day's video, like an audio, maybe the second song, a music video. But I do want to work on more songs. I have a lot of ideas. The third song, which is called Motivators, it's coming out March 29th. And a February 29th lyric video is coming out. So it was an amazing, amazing time to record the music video. I already, it's done and everything. We're just touching things up, and I'm super excited for people to see it.
Cool. Yeah, we have some images here from you on set working on the music video. So tell us a little bit about, so it looks like you're in a large studio there. So what was that like?
I've never had a super large studio, and especially it's for my music video, it was insane. We had a lot of space to work on, and we did some shots. Not gonna spoil anything, but yes, it was so fun. It was just an eye-opening.
I see those boxing gloves. You bring back your hobby there.
Yes. So I can explain a little bit about what this song is about. So back in high school, I was bullied a lot by people because they didn't accept me for who I am and what I did. And so I would skip school all the time to actually go and do short film or travel somewhere or study. And so last year we had a lot of hate from a lot of people, and I just wanted to write the song about the haters, which I call the motivators, because without them I wouldn't be here. And it's just a song shows how you just gotta keep. You can't let those haters under your skin. You gotta take it and make it a positive, make them positive. So motivators. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Makes sense. That's a good way to look at it, actually.
Yeah.
So it's so the people who kind of will give you a hard time about something, you use that. You could one way look at it they put you down, but then on the flip side, you kind of are using it as okay, well, I'm going to show you why you're wrong. I'm going to show you.
Kind of. Yes. Just kind of, I also wanted to motivate people to kind of look in a different way. Not I've had a lot of people who are oh, this person or that person is hurting me. I'm just why do you look that way? Look in the positive way. They're motivating you. I mean, I'm a strong believer that whatever happens for a reason. And if those people weren't in your life, you wouldn't be who you are today. So I'm just that's why I just created that song, to kind of tell people that look in a different way. Motivators, right? They're motivating you to push forward. It's just how you see it, right?
Cool. And specifically about the song, what type of song is it? What can people expect? Is it kind of like a slow type ballad, or is it more upbeat, or what are we going to be listening to?
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
So I'm not like a rapper, and yeah.
You're not Nicki Minaj.
I'm not Nicki Minaj, no. But I used to love rapping, and I'm not that type of person. I love singing, but I just wanted to add a little spice, a little bit of me. So there will be a part where I'll be rapping, and this song is very upbeat. I don't know if you guys know, it's kind of Post Malone circles, and have you ever? It's been on the radio millions of times. Roses, the remix. So I think of that.
I can't remember.
It's I'm in the corner with the body screaming. That's I don't know. So it's kind of like a mix. It's very upbeat, but it's slow. Because Circles is kind of slow. So I wanted to make the two battling.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. And so that'll be releasing. So you said the lyric video first towards the end of February.
Yes.
And then the full out music video will be out in the end of March. And is that going to be the first song that you're releasing, and the others will be later on down the line?
Yeah. Yes.
I see.
hopefully maybe we can release a little bit quicker the music video and the lyric video, but it's just we gotta see.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
And I do.
Awesome. So is the plan to? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Regine. I was going to ask, is the plan to do like a full EP or an album, or what's the long-term goal over the next year?
So I am planning to build my portfolio for singing, and I do want to submit to record labels. So yes, just kind of start out with this song and then see where it goes, and then maybe like create an album certain type, or it's just I will see how the path will go. Yeah.
Cool. So Motivators, everybody, coming out end of February, and then the music video in March. Watch for that. Regine, you were gonna ask something.
No, I was just gonna say I want to commend you and some of even the other people that we've had on the show. It seems like the younger generation are now coming in, using their experiences with bullying and turning it into a positive. I know we've had a few guests that have also mentioned they've been bullied in school and not being accepted. And it seems like your generation of music or of artists are using those experiences and trying to teach other people like, hey, yeah, you bullied me, but look at me now, kind of thing. So I want to commend you for taking those experiences. And like you said, they're not haters, they're motivators. And I think that's amazing that you do that. And I hope you continue to use those lessons that you learned to teach other people. Hey, stop it.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Awesome. And it's I think it's good because you like I've been doing a lot of live streams, and I get quite a few younger people in there, and you do see in the chat, like sometimes they talk about some of their experiences at school and stuff, and there are a lot of kids who are kind of having a hard time of it at school or even at home sometimes. And I think one of the worst things when you're going through something like that is you can feel very isolated, right? You can feel very like nobody kind of understands what's happening to you, or that you feel like you don't have anybody that you can turn to. And so I think the fact that more people and more artists are willing and also creating art about it, I think it really does have a positive in the sense that people they realize that those experiences are not, necessarily unique, or and you're certainly not alone. So it's cool.
Yeah, no, I do try to send that message out. There's a lot of people that have been through that and maybe worse. I've had friends who I've tried to make them happy, and I just want to send out the message, because a lot of people, they take it like haters, they're bad, but I do want to send that message like, they're not bad, they're actually good. They're technically, they love you more than somebody will love you, if you think about it. Like, when somebody has hate towards you, they have this it's more like, it's more passionate, like they care more about you than when somebody loves you, right? So it's kind of like it's a blessing that we have them. So I tried to say
well, I think it definitely involves more emotional commitment, especially when in terms of somebody who's just not interested at all, right? They're not even thinking, right? But I guess what you're saying is like somebody who's actually going out of their way to
complain,
hate on you. At least it means that they're
I love you.
There's an interest in you enough that's like they're committing time in their mind to you.
Oh gosh,
which I guess, in a sense, can be good. I mean, I think that's a good way to look at it, because at the very least, it is true. It means that there's something about you that they're, if they didn't care or anything, they would just turn it off. But clearly there's something in there that they care enough that they're there. So
Scott, you're talking, and I'm thinking of one specific person that I know hates on you, and I'm just like, oh yeah.
Really? Who? Oh, I'm not even sure. Oh, anyway. Somebody hates on me? I have haters?
Yeah, you do.
I don't sweat.
You do have hate. At least
I don't sweat the haters, guys. You know why? Oh wait, actually, I think I know. Anyway, the haters are just motivators,
Haters
right,
gonna
Valentyna?
hate.
Exactly.
That's right. Haters are motivators. I just use it as fuel, and just don't let it get you down.
No.
I mean, the other thing I found is I think part of, I don't know, growing up a little is realizing that just it's normal that not everybody is going to like you. So you kind of just have to get comfortable with that. Like, I think there is a time period where you have to adjust and be like, especially with the internet, it's like there's this, you kind of feel bad. Oh, wait, am I doing something wrong? Like, this person doesn't like what I'm doing, or, oh, this person's, and I think part of it is realizing, oh, like, you are not going to be for everyone, no matter what you're doing, right? And no matter what aspect of life. And so I think once you kind of accept that and just be okay with, look, I'm doing what I'm doing it because I like doing it. I'm doing it for me and for the people that like what I'm doing, and for the people that don't.
Bye.
You know what? Well, it's just okay. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I wanted to say that about social media. A lot of people, they're starting to see. I know a lot of girls, including me, have insecurities or had because of what people try to post this like perfect person, right? And or like how much money they have and all this stuff. But what I've learned to really just find out who you are and like show people that, it's okay to be wrong in this situation, or it's okay to make mistakes, right? It's all about the mindset. It's all about if you have a good mindset or the millionaire mindset, that's what I call. I think it's really important that people grow how they're thinking, right? I did meeting celebrities, especially Jake Paul. Now he's a bit different, but before I did have a chance to talk to him for like half an hour, and it was just like a meet and greet, and it just like opened my eyes how even celebrities, they're just like normal people, and they just went through hardship, and they just like their mindset is how made them successful. It's not the money. It's not. So yeah, that's basically So just stay positive and don't get the hate.
Stay positive, yeah. And also, I mean, even what you were describing there, the sort of those feelings that people go through where you feel like you're not, adequate, or your insecurities and everything. I think there's also something important to realize that everybody is like that. Like, because another thing you can feel like is like you have this idea in your mind that everybody around you seems to have everything together and they're so great and perfect at everything.
But they don't.
And then, you kind of realize that everybody is kind of putting out sort of this front or whatever, and everybody's doing it. So
and it's so bad for the children that are young and seeing this, and they're trying to be like, oh, I have to be this skinny because the guy's not gonna like me, and it's so wrong. Or like I have to look a certain way, right? Or do a certain thing. So I just I really hope this future generations just change and think who they are, not try to think what that person thinks. So I really hope somebody, and I hope that I could get that message out. So yeah,
that is one thing that actually, I mean, about Instagram, there was no Instagram around when I was a kid, and not a teenager either. And
how old are you?
I'm old enough that they're luckily. Well, the thing is, the part that kind of makes me feel sorry for young people today is when I was a kid, and I think Regine, you're in this kind of the same situation. There wasn't this.
Don't
there
age
wasn't
me.
this. But there wasn't this pressure to have a public image when we were kids. You know what I mean? And that's like if you were a child, and first, I mean, you're supposed to not have Instagram beyond a certain age, even now, but most kids, a lot of kids do, right?
They all have
and
TikTok.
it's like,
Jesus
yeah,
Louise.
but just this idea that you have to have, like, so for example, my Instagram now, and I purposely keep my Instagram, it's an impersonal thing. And I was talking about this last episode, or whenever I talked about it, a couple episodes ago, about how my Instagram it exists exclusively to benefit my career. And so the only thing that's on there, it's basically marketing for me. That's how I look at it, right? And so it's not real at all. But one, I think younger people, especially like younger kids, they don't really understand that part of it. And so, but the idea that you're putting that type of pressure on a young person to like not just be yourself and just go exist in the world at school and have your friends and do your thing, but this idea that you have to maintain this
status,
this exterior persona. I just feel like that sucks. Like it sucks to have to think about that.
But it's true what you're saying, Scott, because like back in the day, like early 2000s, the only way that you could see what your favorite celebrities are doing or wearing is opening up J14 magazine, like seeing what you're like. Honestly, if you look at what I wore in elementary school versus what kids nowadays are wearing in elementary school, it's like I literally like, it's so embarrassing. Mom, why'd you let me into the house like that?
But I actually think that's better though, right? Like where kids
let
just
kids be kids.
Yes. Like I just think, and I would be fine. I mean, I would be more fine with it, I guess, if the only people on Instagram were celebrities, like if it was just, oh, that's just how we take in that content now. But I think the weird part now is there's this weird push that everybody has to act almost like they are a celebrity. Like, oh yeah, you got to make sure you're putting this, you have to have this presence. And it's like this idea that everybody thinks that they have to brand themselves, and you have, it's I don't know, honestly just weirds me out. It makes me
It's interesting that you say that, because like I have 3 different Instagram accounts. I have my personal one, which is literally just hasn't been touched in a while. No jokes. I posted yesterday. And then there's my public one, which is more so, like Scott was saying, branding for the sit down or my pageantry. And then I have my Galaxy one, which is just straight up pageantry. So it's interesting. It's embarrassing. I have 3 Instagrams, but okay. But they're all used for different things. Okay.
Yeah. And I guess the only difference between, sorry, go ahead, Ben.
I wanted to ask you, how was the pageant? I went through, like, I did it, but with the Miss Teen Canada, I don't know. How was it for you? Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
For me, pageants have been an outlet for self-confidence. Like I did it just strictly to gain confidence and to gain experience. And I find that that's what a lot of girls nowadays are doing as well. Like they're looking for pageants that fit that vision where everyone is accepted. It doesn't matter what part of life you're in, what size you are. They're doing it for that confidence and for the sisterhood of it. It's funny that you asked, because I'm just going to do a selfless plug in here, but I actually had an interview with Michael and Nightingale from Talking with Their Mouths Full, and we do talk about pageantry, the negativity behind pageantry, why I do it, and stuff like that. So tune in. It's launching on Tuesday this week.
Nice. Actually, in fact, we should mention there's a bunch of things, right, launching this week. So yeah, Regine is going to be a guest on Talking with Our Mouths Full, and that's Tuesday. It's coming out.
Tuesday. Yep.
And then you also, obviously, Regine is launching her own brand new show, The Pageant Sit Down.
It's going to be weird. Wednesday night at 7:30. My first guest, I joked around saying I should have Scott on as a guest, but I decided, sorry, Scott, I decided to have Bea Santiago, Miss International 2013. She is a friend on our show. She's a personal friend of mine, so I'm excited for that. I'm scared though. Like, how when we first did the sit down and there was like those jitters and the nerves of, oh my God, what are we doing? Yes, we do the sit down every week, but now it's like, this is me by myself. Like, there's no me bashing Scott. There's no banter. There's no, like, I have to literally do everything. Like, I can't just show up and be like, all right, Scott's got it all. It's literally like, Scott, what do I do now?
But that's exciting.
I will say,
Thank you.
yeah, I agree there, Valentyna. I think Regine, you're gonna hit it out of the park.
You're gonna kill it.
I'm scared. Yeah. Like, when we were doing the run through, so people who don't know, clearly Scott does everything behind the scenes and I just show up on Sundays. But I was literally like, hey, Scott, what do I do? What are you doing? And I think I figured it out. But don't expect a perfect show.
Yeah, so basically, like, so what Regine's referring to is, like,
he's a tech
while
crew.
We're all talking here, I'm kind of doing all of the camera switching and handling kind of, exactly the technical side of the show. Like, I'm running all that. And
I had to show up.
Yeah, this time for the pageant sit down, Regine will be doing that part.
And that's why, so to be honest, I was like, oh, maybe I'll get Scott to be my first guest just in case something happens. I can just be like, Scott, can you do this? But I was like, no, if I do that, I'll just rely on him too much. So I'm like, okay, no, I'll have him on like later on just so that I don't rely on him for Scott. What do I do again? Wait, what? Huh? Help.
You'll do it. You'll be fine. And I'll be on in the future to talk about my pageantry.
Well, Valentyna, if you've had pageant experience, I'd love to have you on the show to talk about it.
Yes, I'm excited. I have a lot.
You go.
Yeah, that would be exciting.
Nice.
So people, tune in. Wednesdays, I'll have both of these guys as guests.
First episode, January 27th, 7:30 p.m. for the pageant sit down. And also, actually, there's something I wanted to promote as well.
Ooh.
I was invited by the Markham Arts Council.
Our friends of the show.
So I'm going to be performing as part of their Artist Unplugged series.
Wow.
So on their YouTube channel, they have a different artist every week. They've been doing it through the pandemic. And I'm going to be performing about 25 minutes worth of music.
Wow.
January 28th. At 12:30 p.m.
So you guys,
Eastern
we got
Standard
you the
Time.
26, 27, 28.
Yeah. So it's a busy week. There's the poster, everybody. The Artist Unplugged series. Scott Dion Brown. I will be there.
Why don't you put
performing
my
January
poster?
28th, 2021.
You're so rude.
I'm sorry. I didn't even I didn't even think about that. But yeah, they sent me this, so I'm showing it. Anyways, Thursday, January 28th, 2021, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a video premiere. I will be there in the live chat, so if you guys want to come and chit-chat while I perform.
I know what I'm
down.
doing on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah. It's a busy week, Regine. You got Talking with Our Mouths Full, you got the pageant sit down, and you've got Markham Arts Council Artist Unplugged.
How about you, Valentyna? Do you have anything to plug in for this week?
I mean, music video. Yes, I do. So I'm not sure what month is gonna come out, but I have a featured film. I had it's a small role. It will be on Netflix, which is exciting. It's gonna come out 2022 because it's futuristic sci-fi, so they have to do all the editing. So I'm not sure, but
reminds me of Space Age.
Yeah. Just look out for 2022.
Nice.
All right,
so
cool.
Where can they find you, Valentyna, if they want to be in the loop with what you're doing?
So my Instagram is the best. It's just Valentyna Sichko. So VALENTYNA and then SICHKO. Sichko.
Cool. Yeah, I believe I put the link to that in the description.
Awesome. Thank you.
People can follow. By the way, smash that like button or boop that like button. Everybody just go
boop
on the like
Smash
button.
it.
Yeah. Hi there, Connie Starks. Hello. I'm 69 minutes late. That's a minute in my book. Sounds good, Connie. You made it. And we're here with Valentyna Sichko. So someone now you explore music and you explore acting do you have a preference for one over the other? Is there one that you would, if you had to pick one or the other, would you, or how?
It's the
where
acting.
are you sitting on that?
It's in my heart. Singing, I've always been doing. I've had in high school, I've had lessons out of school. It's just like a second thing that I like to do, but acting is like the main. It's like it's in me. I can't get rid of it. Like, even if let's say I move somewhere in the middle of nowhere and I get married at a young age, let's say, I would still do no matter what. Like, I would even do free things, just anything. It's just like a passion thing. It's like a thing in me. So yeah.
That's awesome.
And do you have a preference over stage or
Yes,
screen?
I do. I actually do. So my school, which is Stella Adler, they're doing theater stuff. And when I was a kid, since kindergarten, I did perform theater. They would give me like the main roles. I would love to memorize lines. Yeah. I should have showed you photos. I have them. Okay. Maybe next time. But
Next time.
So I don't know. I never done theater. I've done one play, La Meninas. It's like a French painting. I don't know. Theater. I want to. I'm probably gonna. My mind's gonna probably change after I leave this school. But I want to stick to film and TV. I think that's the new way of acting, I guess. And I feel like I can express my real emotions through film and TV and show people, and I think that's the best outlet for me. But I don't mind. I love traveling. I don't mind if there's like a theater play or a musical. I would love to do that. That would be awesome. That would be really cool.
Yeah, getting on a touring production of some kind.
That'd be so.
Yeah, I find film and theater, I like them both. I'm in your position too, though. I prefer screen. I just like film in general. Like, I've always loved the idea of film and making films and being in films. And also, yeah, like what you just said, the you feel like you can give a more
realistic and.
Yeah, and it's just because I think the mediums are different, right? Like, in most cases with theater, you're performing for people that are at a further distance from you. So naturally, the theater performance needs to be bigger, right? And sometimes slightly less realistic in size. Whereas film, it's like they almost tell you, like, you almost have to just think about what you're, if you even think the right thought on camera, you know,
that's gonna show.
The camera will pick up everything. Yeah, so it's much more of a subtle type.
Well, you don't like the
prefer
big arm gestures and the expressions
I
on your
enjoy
face.
both. I mean, I enjoy both, but I just prefer, if I had to pick one or the other. I mean, that's the one.
That's the one thing I remember in high school was my musical theater teacher would be like, more expression, bigger gestures. I'm like, okay.
Whoa.
Tinus B is now following. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel.
That's perfect
Tinus or
timing
Tinus
for me to be like,
B.
wah.
But welcome to the channel. Thank you. We're here with thank you. Hello. Yeah, we're here interviewing Valentyna Sichko. And
do you guys
we've been
have any like embarrassing experience in your industry, or like an interesting
let me think. Embarrassing moments.
Scott has a lot. I'm just kidding.
There's probably tons. Yeah, I was just gonna say. One specifically where I was like,
it's like, oh my gosh, did I just do that? In which specific industry? Like the hosting industry that we're like.
It could be anything.
You know what? I remember there was one time. It wasn't embarrassing, but I was really scared in that.
You forgot to go live?
I was. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's the best one. You know what? That's actually a better story. Yeah, no. When we were first starting, not first starting, but this show we had kind of
our second studio.
We had just moved to the new studio. Yeah, we had moved to our new studio, and we were doing it. where I was kind of doing all the tech side of things. And we had, in fact, people who watch the show all the time will know this anyway, but our guest was Nina Kiri, who's, I guess, most known at the moment for, she's on The Handmaid's Tale. And so she was the guest, and I remember I was nervous about doing the show with her, because at the time, especially, I think she was like the biggest guest. Yeah, she was our biggest star that we had on the show. And because of that, I remember I even I had come to the studio the night before and like set everything up, and I had set everything up so that everything would be perfect. I just wanted to make sure, okay, you know what? We're into the big leagues now. This is it, you know?
This is going to be their most hit show.
Yeah. So I remember we get her into the studio. We're all set up, and I'm ready, you know?
It's 11. It's not even 11
so
yet. You're like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we're good. And I was like, okay, you know what? Great. I've got everything set up. Now all I got to do is push one button, and we're going, right? And so we start the show, and we've been doing the show so we're doing the show, and it's going great, and we're chatting, and about a half hour goes by, so we're like 30 minutes into the show. And suddenly I start to see the live chat. People are like, start to ask, like, is the show starting soon? Like,
and we both got messages on our phones from two different people at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. Our phones are going off. When's the show starting? When's the show starting?
And we're like,
and
what?
I see that, and I'm like, the show's been going for a half hour. What are you guys talking about, right? And what I realized is I had the one button I was supposed to push was go live, but I didn't. I actually hit the start recording button, which at the time I was actually doing both. I was recording it and then going live, and I just hit recording.
Imagine if you didn't hit record.
Yeah. So basically what happened was, and the thing that threw it off is, and again, because you guys can see that we're live, we have the live chat, is that when you make the page to go live, the live chat is there immediately. So even before the live stream happens, right, people can go and type in the live chat. So like even a week before the show, like if I make the event now, for a week now, people can go in the live chat. So some people had already shown up in the live chat before the show started and just said hello. And so when I saw that, that's why I thought we were live. I thought they were watching us and talking to us, but they weren't. Yeah. And so basically, so what we had to do is we had to stop, kind of start the show over again.
Oh no.
And then what I ended up doing was I actually, because we recorded that first half hour, I ended up re-uploading the whole show with that first segment. But the thing is, like, I was super embarrassed, because it was like, again, in my mind, I built it up, and this was like a big guest, and this is somebody who was like, yeah, like, you know, and suddenly I had this idea that like, oh my gosh, she's probably thinking like, oh, this is some kind of unprofessional, what is this crappy thing that I'm involved?
But she was a huge, like, she was so supportive. She's like,
she was so nice,
so chill about it. She's like, it's okay. But the worst part is she had to leave early. So
oh,
that was the one thing. Yeah, that was the other part. It was that
we couldn't really restart the conversation.
Yeah, like her schedule was tight in that, like, she knew like the show was starting at 11, and she's like, I can only be about an hour, so like we kind of have to wrap up by noon. And so the fact that we started and then the show didn't happen, so that's why, I mean, you still get the full hour show because we did re-upload it, but the fact that it was like we had to restart and then kind of do this shorter, like 35-40 minute version of the show, again, it just felt very, honestly though, looking back, it's now my favorite episode.
Just the most embarrassing.
Yeah, you see it, but at the time going through it, like, I don't know if you guys know the feeling when you do something that's embarrassing and you start blushing, and like you can feel like the heat, like you're physically warm.
And Valentyna, the thing about Scott is whatever energy he's feeling, you feel it too. So if he's anxious, you can sense it from him, and you see it on the show, but then you kind of see him de-escalate and he's back to normal. But no, that was pretty funny.
What was good is Regine and Nina, the two of you guys were like,
it's okay.
You guys pulled me back. Well, you guys were able to pull me back.
But see, that's the thing. So. Like, for those who have watched the show, if you see that something triggers Scott, it's more like, okay, let's segue into different. Whatever, we're used to it now.
I love that.
So yeah, that was definitely my most embarrassing moment on the show.
My
And,
most embarrassing
now-
moment on the show was my birthday special. My first birthday special on the show was right after Galaxy Canada pageants, and one of our guests decides to give my swimwear photo to Ryan, DJ Pepper, who was running the
he was
technical
producer
side
for the show at the time. Yeah.
So he just kept showing my swimwear photo for a good 10 minutes, and I'm like, stop it. That was my most embarrassing.
I wouldn't be embarrassed about that one. I think it was a good photo, Regine.
Yeah, it was a great photo, but I don't look like that anymore. So
Oh. Fair enough. But you worked really hard for that pageant.
I still am.
But,
I'm just saying. Don't know where.
Oh, that's true.
Don't know where the world is taking us. Internationals are set to be August 4th. Working with Buff Boy Fitness, but we'll see. Can we even do international traveling by then? Who knows?
Yeah. That's the thing. Everything's in flux.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about you, Valentyna? Do you have any embarrassing stories to tell?
Every
She
time I
does. That's why
think
she
about
asked us the question.
Well, no, this question popped up, but so when I went for my first nomination, it was the biggest for me because I was in the room with all these like Disney stars, Netflix stars, all these kids, because it's a 41st, it was 40th year for the award show. So Leonardo DiCaprio was there before. When he was 22, he won something. Like, it's huge. So
it's a very established.
Yeah, if you search up the Young Artist Awards, like, it pops up.
Oh, Athena Park's been there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's my friend. I love her.
She was our first guest on the show.
Really? I love her.
That's right,
She's amazing. I text her. I'm like, girl, I gotta see you soon. But yeah, because of pandemic, it's been really hard. But but so there's the red carpet.
Here we go.
I can't wear heels. I cannot wear heels. I think I walk. Now I'm good. I'm more of like a tomboyish girl. I like to wear sneakers. So I get all glammed up, and I'm just like, I'm excited to take those photos, and the floor and the carpet is very different. I didn't know that. So my legs are already shaking from standing on. Those are like 6-inch heels. So as I walk, I'm confident. I step on the red carpet. And I'm standing there, and my foot just falls, and I just collapse. And then I have the security guard helping me to get up. My sister's like standing there. She's like, oh my gosh. And then I get up. In a second, I fall again to my face, and I'm like, no, this is so embarrassing. And then there is an Oscar winner. He has a sister. I'm so sorry with names, but he was there. Abby Lee from Dance Moms. She was there. She was looking at me, and I was like, no. But yeah, no, that was really embarrassing. And then I got out, and my sister's like, you're embarrassing our family. And I was like, I'm sorry.
But hey, you're memorable. If you look at it like Jennifer Lawrence, how many times has she fallen on a red carpet? You're good.
Yeah, that's what I heard. If you fall on red carpet, it's a good sign.
Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh, that is embarrassing though.
Imagine just the attention, just towards you, and then.
But hey, you made an impact.
Yeah, because because it's like. Yeah, and you know what? Everybody falls down. But I fully, because you know what? It's a simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's this, you know what the thing that makes it worse is it's just like, anytime it's something that you've built up in your mind, like you're like, okay, this is important. Okay, this is important. This is the one that has to go well. Yeah, and it's like it just magnifies everything so much more. Hey, Aqua, welcome to the show. How are you?
That's crazy though. It's great that you had that opportunity to be there. So regardless of your fall or not, it's fine.
Yeah.
Were there pictures of you on the ground?
No, good that they didn't post any those images, people.
I would have.
Yeah.
Like you're on the website afterwards, and you're looking through all the red carpet
There's
photos, and
you
you see
on the
like,
ground.
and then there's one person just on the ground. It's like that's the one they use. Yeah.
That would be funny. My sister does have those photos. Oh no. But yeah.
Those are the best photos.
That was a fun time. That was a really fun time.
Aww.
More
You know
embarrassing stuff to come, and I'm excited
Exactly.
to kind of.
Yeah. And you learn.
It gives
from
you
it.
a story
From
to
it.
tell.
Oh yes, that's true.
And you'll remember. In fact, I remember I have a falling down story. So I play in a few different bands, and for a really long time, I used to perform in socks. I didn't wear shoes when I performed.
What's wrong with you?
And well, the reason
Feel the
was
rhythm?
it was less that, although kind of that. It was more that. So I used to get a little nervous, when I perform on stage. Yeah, well, I would just get it was. But I used to get nervous, right? And what I found was in rehearsal at home or like with my band, just in the basement, I was always very comfortable. And in the basement, I'm not wearing my shoes, like I'm at home. So we're all just, and so because of that, I found I was always much more loose and moving around, and I kind of just got really comfortable not wearing shoes
You got
when I'm
slippery
playing.
floored.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. So because of that thing, that comfort, I had gotten in the habit of every show I would just off come the shoes and I perform in my socks, because then I kind of recreated that feeling of playing at home and just comfortable and jumping around. And then one day we were playing at the Opera House in Toronto, which if you guys have been there, it's called the Opera House. It's a live music venue, but at one point it was literally an opera house. So it's a big full-size theater.
You felt
I guess
the opera house.
Yeah, well, because at one point, but anyway, it's huge. So I think at one point it used to have seats, it has like balcony seating, but now the seats are all gone. It's just floor, but it's a gigantic space. And yeah, the stage in the opera house, it's like a hardwood floor. It's hardwood floor, and it's not.
You Tom Cruise
exactly
didn't you?
Yeah. So I was like jumping around in my socks, right? And I did this thing where I like jumped. Like I was facing one direction and I wanted to jump and face the other way. Yeah, One Direction. Yeah, I was jumping. Yeah, we were playing One Direction, but yeah, I was jumping from one direction to another direction, and yeah, literally. So I have my guitar, right, and I'm playing, and I jump, and my feet just fly out from under me, and I go right on my back, like right all the way down on my back, where I'm looking at the ceiling.
How embarrassing!
And and it's mid-song, right? So like,
you gotta keep going.
So I kept playing, right? But then I'm like, how do I get up? Like, how am I gonna get up? Because like I can't use my hands.
Did you just lag out the whole time?
But so there was a moment, like I laid down on the ground, and like in my mind it was a long time, but it was probably like a couple seconds. But I was just remember laying down. I'm thinking there was this moment. I'm like, what do I do now? So what I managed to do is I managed to like sort of force myself up. And then what you have to do, like when you do mess up like that, you kind of just have to own it. Like if you try to
Did
kind
anyone
of
cheer for you?
Well, that's the thing. So what I did was I got up and I just like sort of laughed and just took a bow. And then once you own it, the audience is kind of like
they're probably
they
like,
go along with you. So yeah, I got like a cheer. I got a cheer for doing that, But it was the last time I played a show without shoes. I was like, okay, this is kind of like, yeah, fine, I'm comfortable in my socks, but yeah, it's like, oh no, this is a hazard. These are tools of the trade. You got to have some shoes with some grip if you're going to be leaping around, which I like to do.
Valentyna, did they clap for you?
I don't know. They just stared at me, like, no. But
your sister was clapping for you in her head.
Maybe.
A slow clap.
Maybe.
That's the thing. But now, I bet now from that experience, now like you're going to be more aware, especially if you're wearing the
smaller
6-inch heels.
Yeah.
And you'll be aware of like the change in texture going from one type of floor to
another. Yes, that's definitely a lesson, I would say. But yes,
lessons to learn, and now you're experienced, and you grow from the experience.
Can we just talk about experiences? I honestly, when I moved here, I had to build my own stuff. So this bed you see at the back, I had to do it myself. The chair, the table, everything. I feel like this is the most accomplishment thing that, like, the most achievable thing that I did. Honestly, in my life, I like became Bob the Builder all of a sudden here. So I feel like coming out of New York, I'd be like Bob the Builder.
Good for you.
It's a big step. Is it IKEA stuff, or where'd you get a lot of
Amazon, because IKEA didn't want to ship it out, and I was like, okay, it's okay.
Makes sense.
Good. Amazon.
That's an important.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a big rite of passage. The, because it's a big step towards independence.
Yeah.
You know what? You're venturing out on your own, and now, like, no one's gonna do this for me.
Good luck putting
I want
it
a bed.
away.
I gotta get a bed.
Yeah, exactly. So,
no, good for you.
I feel like that's like, you learn. What I'm trying to say is that each experience you learn, definitely. As a person.
Yep. Were there any extra pieces left over when you built the bed?
Oh, no. There's a piece was
good.
bent.
That's
I
good.
had to unbend it, which is crazy. But
Okay.
I have to build a drawer, but I need like a hammer and like the screwdriver, which it's the next level
and it
of
didn't come
Bob
with the stuff.
the building part. So
You'll get
that's like
there.
my final boss. I need a
You got this.
by the hammer and a screwdriver, but yeah.
Well,
I mean-
the fact that you don't have leftover pieces from the bed is a good step, because I know that's usually the classic thing where it's like, yep, I built it, and then so what's all this extra stuff?
Nobody
I
needs to
don't
know. Yeah.
So above the bed, mattress. I ordered a mattress.
Oh no.
You know how it's compressed?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it said to be careful to like open layer by layer.
You were not careful.
I woke up. It's 7 a.m. These people knocking. I'm like, I just want to get it over with. Have some extra sleep. As I get my scissors, I read it, right? I read the instructions.
Oh, she's frozen.
Like, poked the 2 layers. Oh,
You're good.
sorry.
Oh, you froze for a second. You're back now.
I'm back. So, I just opened the whole bed. It accidentally, I tried to get that layer by layer, but I didn't. And then the mattress was making these weird sounds, and I was like, no, it's gonna explode. But I had to get it out little by little. So I ripped a little bit, and the mattress just went.
It was like a mattress bomb.
And then I just fell on the floor. I was like, okay, good start. It's a good start, guys.
And it's only been a week.
I'm telling you.
It's a learning experience. You know what? Actually, I probably would have done that thing, because I don't have a lot of experience buying those you don't realize how much pressure they're probably under, right? Because you buy them and they're like, how does this mattress fit in a little box?
Oh, not to mention it has those springs, those metal things.
Oh.
So it's not the foam mattress. It literally exploded. So
It's like,
There you go.
that was
Those are good
fun.
sound effects.
well, there you go.
Oh, and then I have to deal with cockroaches, which is another thing.
Welcome to New York.
Yeah, I've personally never seen one, and it was yesterday that it's the size of my hand. Somewhere in.
Oh boy.
So yeah, it's been crazy, but I love it. I love it. It's like it's like a video game. You gotta do all these tasks.
All the level.
Yeah. It's all part of the experience.
So if you guys want to find out about how Valentyna's doing in New York, make sure you follow her on Instagram.
It's an adventure.
Surviving New York one day at a time.
Yes.
Yep.
It's a series, guys.
Awesome.
You should watch it.
I should do that. People have been asking me to post YouTube videos on how I moved, which
Do it.
I will be editing a video, but I'm not really good at that stuff. I should learn that. That's the next
There you go.
lesson I should be learning. Yeah.
Let's go, Bob.
Bob the Builder, let's go. Val the Builder.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's life.
That's life. And on that note, everybody, wow, this is a good episode. 1 hour and 46 minutes right now. That's a good, nice length.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Before we say goodbye, so we already said, but why don't you let people know one more time where people can find you if they want to follow your artistic, musical, and acting journey.
And New York living.
Yes. So my Instagram, I will be posting everything. I will be upgrading if I have Spotify and YouTube channel. Everything will be there. So Valentyna Sichko, that's my Instagram. Don't be shy. Say hello. So
tell her Scott and
link in
Regine
description,
sent you.
everybody.
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
But
link in description, everybody.
I just wanted to say for both of you guys, thank you so much for having me on this show. It's honestly incredible. I've never had such a fun time. You guys, we just like connected. I love it.
We did.
I agree.
Hopefully one
I
day we
agree.
get to see in person, and I just thank you for your hardworking. Just thank you guys.
No, well, thank you for reaching out to us. You found us on Instagram. You're like, I want to be a guest. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this was great. It was a wide-ranging conversation, which
It
I always
was.
enjoy. We hit many topics. It was good, and like I like it when it's. I like, it's been a good show when like a lot of time has gone by and you didn't even really notice it because you just know you got into the chat.
Yeah.
So it was good. Thank you. Regine, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on Tuesday at the fun. Okay. You guys can find me online all week, apparently. So again, as mentioned, on Tuesday, I'll be Talking with Our Mouths Full podcast. So make sure you check them out if you haven't already. They've been guests of the show. Scott was interviewed with them. So maybe listen to Scott's interview and then listen to mine. I do talk a little bit about Scott and correcting his podcast appearance. Just they asked me, so I had to correct it. I'm sorry, Scott.
No, it was good.
So
Yeah.
tune into
See,
that.
that's the thing. That's a problem. When I'm speaking and Regine's not there, it's like there's nobody there to like. Actually, he's so that was tough.
And it was like I was listening to Scott's podcast and I was not there live, and I'm like,
She couldn't interject.
I was
You weren't able to
interjecting by myself.
Yeah.
So yes.
So then Regine's episode on the
It's
sit down
me-
or on talking with her.
it's me
It's basically a full
interjecting.
interjection. She's filling in all the things that she wasn't able to say.
We played Scott's podcast in the background, and I was just filling in the blanks. That would have been crazy. So check that out on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, as mentioned, the pageant sit down is launching officially 7:30 p.m. Check it out on YouTube. I'm pretty sure the link is in the description. Subscribe, hit the bell button so you guys know when we are live. And then, of course, follow me on Instagram. It's Regine Alaina on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And Pageant Journey, as always, Ms. MS Galaxy Canada on Facebook and Instagram. That was a lot for me today. Where can they find you, Scott?
You can find me right here, where you're watching this video.
Why so angry?
YouTube.com.
Right here.
You can find me right here. YouTube.com/Scott Dion Brown. Oh, hey, Zach Attack. What's up? Welcome to the show. YouTube.com/Scott Dion Brown. Twitch.tv/Scott Dion Brown. DLive.tv/Scott Dion Brown. We do this show every week. And then also Monday to Friday, I do gaming streams in the evenings, which I know many of you guys take part in. We have a fantastic time. Tomorrow night, we'll be doing some Brawl Holla. So it's wonderful. And also, obviously, this week, what day was it again? Oh, yeah.
Thursday.
January 28th, 2021, Thursday, I'll be performing as part of the Markham Arts Council's Artist Unplugged series.
Yeah, fancy.
12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be there, about 25 minutes worth of music. So come on in, participate in the live chat. I'll be there. And hey, I'll just be serenading you all with my guitar. So come on out and find me there. But yes, otherwise, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button here, youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown. That's the best place to find me.
I forgot to mention, I finally got TikTok.
Oh, what's your TikTok? It's
Regine Alaina.
It's Regine.
Yeah. Do I have anything
So you're
on there? No, because I was saying on our 2-year episode, whatever it was, if I get to 80 subs, I'll get a TikTok. There you go.
And you did it.
I fulfilled that.
You did it.
And
and you were able to get your actual regular name, your regular handle.
sorry, Scott.
That's good. No need to add official or anything. Because somebody, I've told this many times on the show, Valentina, but somebody stole Scott Dion Brown on TikTok. So.
Ooh, we gotta find
one of his
person.
haters, his motivator.
Yeah. And it's just parked. It's just parked. Like it's not even like, oh, it's another. Yeah, exactly. It's not even like another Scott Dion Brown who's like posting content. It's just somebody made
there.
Scott Dion Brown and then just parked it. So it's just sitting there.
Maybe it's your hater, the one that we were talking about. They're on TikTok too.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to
just
be
did
you. They want to be awesome like you. So
They
did it.
They do. So
Well, now they are me.
I'm telling you.
On TikTok now, they are me. That's okay.
Should I message them and be like, "Hey Scott, about the show on Sunday," and see if they respond?
See if they're like, yes, this is me. Yes, I will see you then. Zack Attack. Scott's mad, lol. Oh, he's saying that from when I was like angrily saying right here.
One day you're gonna
Scott,
be famous.
Thanks, Zack Attack.
What about me and Valentyna?
He's referring to all three of us.
Whatever. On that note.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, you could have gone to any website. You could have watched anything at this time. But you chose to spend your Sunday morning or evening or afternoon, wherever you are in the world, you chose to spend it with us. Mm-hmm. And for that, we are eternally grateful. Mm-hmm. I guess we should say goodbye now. Valentyna, thank you once again for being here.
Thank you guys.
Keep being awesome. Keep stalking celebrities. I am living through you vicariously. And one day we will push Scott into somebody.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's
Or
what
The
it is.
Rock.
I'll need that nudge. Because you know what the thing is actually, Regine, I will say, like, I do like the idea of like meeting these people, but there is just this sort of anxiety part where I'm just like, it is a shyness. It's what am I gonna say? What am I,
And
but
then someone will just push you into them, and you'll be like, oh my god, I'm so
if
sorry.
If you were there to sort of, look, this person's a really big fan. Can you just take a picture with him?
I'll be your wing woman.
Yeah. I need that.
I got you. Valentyna, we got
I'll be the
right?
child or the youngest. I'm
Whatever
young.
works. Yeah.
She'll be a part
somebody
of
who
it.
can be the buffer. Just the buffer who can like take care of it all and just be like, yeah, hi, yeah. I'll just be here smiling.
I'll push you.
Like
Valentyna will talk for you.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I need. That's what I
Jason! Oh, yes. You're next. Don't worry. Can he get a picture with you?
Yes, that's what I need. I need that, and then I can finally meet all of my celebrity crushes.
Oh,
so he does have
He's
some.
hiding it from us.
I don't really. I don't know.
Exposed. And then he's gonna end the show, so now we can't bother him about it.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Like, and they are.
Off
Bye,
air.
everybody. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, guys, we'll see you next week. For our next episode, and I'll also see you guys tomorrow night for some gaming. So, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.